Hi, primas. Welcome back to my little tiny, tiny, tiny corner of the internet. I'm so glad that you are here. Um, I am having my morning coffee because today I'm gonna need a lot of energy. So, also, don't mind my hair clips. My hair is drying. But today we are going thrifting. And when I say we, me, my mom, and maybe Elias. I don't know. Maybe we'll bring him along. But I love to go thrifting. Okay. I especially love going thrifting because the thrift stores in my area always have really great stuff. Depending on where you live, it's like what people are donating. So thankfully, the thrift stores in my area, people donate really amazing things, like super cute, super unique, vintage. I have gotten so many awesome things from the thrift store, and anytime someone comes to my house, they always like compliment some of the pieces that I've purchased from the thrift, and I always can't wait like to tell them like, hey, I thrifted that. There is like nothing wrong with thrifting. I think that when I was younger, there's like sometimes there is a stigma when you go thrifting, especially when you're like Latina or something, right? Or like where you come from a family of immigrants or whatnot. It's kind of like looked down upon, like, oh, you have to go thrift, you have to like go to secondhand stores and things. But honestly, thrifting is cool now, okay? Thrifting is in style. And also, you just gotta worry about you, prima. Like, don't worry about what nobody else says about you. And do you, boo boo? If you want to thrift, go thrift, okay? I the same way that I love Hobby Lobby and At Home and Home Goods at Michael's and TJ Maxx and all of those stores, I also love thrifting because you can just find such cool things. Like when you find a really cool, unique piece, mamita, that's yours, okay? That's yours. No one else is gonna have it. So we're gonna go thrifting today. Looking for some fall decor. There is an area in my house, like on top of where my TV is. There's like this indent, and it's just like this empty space. And then on top of my kitchen cabinets, I also have some space there that I could potentially put some like larger pieces there. So I'm gonna see what the thrift store has in terms of like fall decor and specifically for those two areas. Also, my TV console is always like a place where I kind of struggle to decorate. So I'm going to try to put my best foot forward this season and do something a little bit extra for my TV console. And I am for sure a maximalist when it comes to fall decoration or like holiday decoration. And I am a millennial. I'm a Lisa Frank baby. So Lisa Frank girls were never meant to be beige, okay? We were never meant for the neutral tones, for the, we y'all know what I'm saying, okay? I am a maximalist and I like the orange, like the pop of color. Like when it is fall, I live in Florida. So and I came from Miami. I was raised in Miami, and so a lot of times, you don't know what season is what because it's always hot, it's always humid. It doesn't matter what season you're in. So that also makes me feel like I really need to be over the top with the decoration because if I'm not, then you don't feel the season, right? So part of the season magic and what makes the season so beautiful is that you have that climate change. In other parts of the country and in other states, you get that cozy fall feeling just, walking outside and seeing the trees change colors and seeing the leaves fall. And the change of climate and environment gives you that cozy feeling. But prima, here in Florida is not like that. It's not like that, okay? So we really have to bring that fall energy ourselves. And I do that through my decoration. So, anyways, I hope you enjoy today's video. And I hope you stick around because these are so fun to make. All right, primas, let's go. As you can see, they already have Christmas decorations out. And here's just a quick little tip. Sometimes wrapping paper can cost $6, $7, $8. You can try to find your local thrift shop and maybe they have some wrapping paper that hasn't been used and they'll most likely have it cheaper. But I just was looking at all the different things that they had on their Christmas table, and this little glass dish I thought was pretty cute. I didn't buy it, but nonetheless, it's a nice dish. And they have little houses like this little tavern here and a bunch of different like knickknacks on their Christmas table. I will say that this year was the year that I've seen the least amount of Christmas things, especially in this specific store. I remember coming here like 2 years ago and the store was absolutely stacked with Christmas decor. And kind of year after year, it's been getting less and less. And I don't know if I'm like not catching when they have all of their things out. Maybe they're like selling out fast, but they only had a few tables out with Christmas decor. And this second table, there was just all of these snowmen. And at first I was thinking these snowmen could possibly be something that I add to that very top indent by my television, or on top of my white kitchen counters, maybe like having a collection of all of these snowmen displayed up there might be a cool idea. However, they are all a little bit small and probably you won't be able to see them and their details well enough if I put them all the way up there. And also, not gonna lie, for finding these at the thrift, they were expensive. They were like $9 or even $10. For that, I would just get one brand new. But these are, again, just some of the things that this local thrift store that I went to had out on display. And again, they had a lot of Christmas stuff if we're comparing it to their fall decor. There was no fall decor out. I only saw a lot of Christmas stuff, including these two pillows, which were in really good condition. They were not stained, they weren't dirty. So those pillows were very nice. And then they had a bunch of these little like towels. They also had a pretty good collection of yarn and knitting supplies. My mom is really very, very good at like knitting hats and outfits and just knitting like all the things. And so she's going to help me get started with that new hobby. So they had a pretty good selection here. They did not have any fall decor this time around at this store. However, they always have a good selection of books. And one thing about me, I love thrifting books. So even though we didn't find any fall decor, we just spent the rest of the time here going through the different aisles and just seeing what they had. And now it's time to head into Life Treasures thrift shop. And this is the second stop of the day. And again, this one did not have a lot of fall decor out as well. But what they did have was a ton of books. And like I said, I love thrifting books. And then I saw this adorable miniature bag with this bamboo handle, and I love the print, the floral print, and it's like the background is a type of like forest green, and it was just adorable. It actually went very well with my jeans and my green shirt. And the best part of everything was that this store had a 50% off store wide. So everything was 50% off the marked price. And there was a lot of different things here. Of course, nothing for fall, but just different things that I thought were still nice and interesting. And at 50% off, it's a good deal. And then I spotted it, the only fall-ish item that they had in the store. And now we are headed to our last and final stop of the day. This is Habitat for Humanity, and they have the most beautiful vintage things. So stick around, because at the end is a full-on vintage tour of all their amazing, unique pieces. I loved this Asian inspired vintage collection that they had in this display. These items were so beautiful. The colors, the detail, the images on the plates, on the cups, everything was so pretty. These candlesticks almost had me. They almost had me. I thought they were so pretty. And I love the color. Definitely, I love the vintage look. Ugh, beautiful. Model it. Give us a 360. Oh, doesn't look bad in the video. Doesn't look bad. It matches with your shirt and everything. It doesn't look bad. Oh, wow. $30. Eso es lo que usaban las mujeres antes. Ay, madre, mira. It's very cute. Esa gente que tuve en las películas. You want to put it on? No, I can't with my curly hair. These hats don't look good on me. Oh my God. Oh, mira, pero yo me iba a ver linda de una lady de antes. En los tiempos de antes. Be careful. So I did not purchase many things on this trip. And I'm just going to show you really quickly what I did actually purchase. Again, wasn't a lot, but one of the things we got was this little hamster wheel for my son. It was $2.09 and he loved it. No, it looks a wheel. We are back home from our thrift store adventure. And I am sad to say that today was not a good day at the thrift store. I didn't find too much, so I didn't get a lot. But let me show you what I did get. So I did pick up this Christmas pillow. It's a set, so it brings two, but they were in like really good condition. They're nice, they're clean. I'll obviously wash them before, but I mean, they didn't have any stains or anything on them, so that's always a good sign. And each one of them was $3.09. And as far as fall decor, I did not see any fall decor in the thrift stores. I don't know if it was all gone and people came like earlier in July or June and picked up fall stuff. That's why you have to go before the season starts. That's why you have to go shopping for your decor in advance. The rest of the stuff that I got from the thrift store, again, was nothing to do with like holiday decor, but I found these set of books and they are so adorable. Each one was $1, and then there was a 50% off store wide. So I picked up 5 books, each for 50 cents. And my kids' room theme is like dinosaurs. And my youngest really likes dinosaurs. So I thought these were great buys. And they're like in such good condition. Like, if you look at the pages, they're perfect condition. So I love finding books at the thrift store because those are really like treasures right there. And then the last thing that I got was this little bag. It I don't know if it's like handmade. No, it's not handmade. But I love the little bamboo handle. So it was $7.99 and then I got it for half off. That was literally everything we found at the thrift store. So today, in terms of fall decor, was a womp womp. But I don't know if I'll be back to thrift because I just don't think they're gonna have anything else for the fall season. So I might just have to finish my fall shopping at Home Goods or Hobby Lobby. So we'll see. Anyways, this concludes this video, and I hope you enjoyed going thrifting with me. Bye.